So today I'm going to be talking about the Soldecoder copy trading bot for Meteora. This is the only copy trading bot out of the big three, which I haven't actually covered in any videos, as well as MethEngine and LP Agent. This is a truly powerful copy trading bot. It is extremely accurate with its position tracking, which is obviously the most important thing. It has a really good fee structure set up, and also it has a ton of cool extra features. So you can actually configure this bot exactly how you want it to copy. And to help you get started, I will link my video of how you can find some wallets yourself, or I will link a few if you do need some help for what to look for or getting started in the Telegram. And to help you get started, I will link my video of how you can find some wallets yourself, or I will link a few if you do need some help for what to look for or getting started in the Telegram. So first of all, Valhalla bot is a Discord based bot and it currently is in private beta, but it will be opening up to the public at some point. But you can also get access with a paid subscription for 0.69 Solana a month, or by holding a certain amount of NFTs, you can get some certain fee discounts. And instead of the fee structure we see with the other bots, how it works is it's not done on opening positions or token swaps, but it's actually just done on profit, and a certain percent is taken from this value. With all of these features though, it can potentially look overwhelming your first time seeing it, so I'll quickly go over all the features and then how to set it up. And I forgot to mention, when you do join, you do also need to enter a referral code as well, which I have right here. They don't do anything, but it is required. So at the current time of recording, you can follow up to 4 wallets in the bot. The max trade size of each position is up to 35, and the max position you can follow is up to 15. But if you do hold NFTs, this can be bumped up to 50, and you can of course also follow multiple wallets. And it goes without saying, and I already mentioned it, but the bot is very accurate at tracking your positions as well. They have a very good community in the Discord. I think that's another thing to highlight. And there is this Farmer Errors channel where you can actually just scroll through it to just see the errors that have happened with the bot. And as you can see, the bot, the positions that actually have hit the failsafe for other people are very far between each other. And this is for 10 position fails, normally in your DMs, as they do have a custom kind of polling rate that if your copy failed, every minute or so, it will force close your positions to make sure you're following as accurately as physically possible. But other than this is where we can really get into the features of the bot. So when you do start, you will have to do /start when you've entered your code, and you will just be brought to the home screen. And this is both for DLMMing and their copy trading. We're going to focus on the DLMM, obviously. So first of all, you obviously want to save your private key and get it exported into your wallet of choice. So to do this, what you will have to do is type /Valhalla, and then there will be an option for export key. And if you have set up a passcode, you will have to enter this here, but you won't have yet. You'll actually set one up, and then you'll be able to export this into your wallet. But once this is done, this is where we can actually get started with the copy trading. So as normal, we want to start simple with the key core features, and that is following the wallets which we want to. So to do this, once you've done /start, you're going to click on the settings DLMM, and you're going to want to follow some wallets. So it's very simple. You just add a label for it. So I like using a bit of a naming convention, but basically what I would do is I would enter maybe the balance of that wallet, so what they're actually trading with. Then I will enter their average trade size just for me to know, so something like 5 average. And then you can add a few more descriptive things. You can make your own, but you could have something like their win rate roughly, even though this isn't really an important measure. And you could add something like how they trade, so you could say bid, ask, or something. So you're just having a few kind of variables you've assigned to these wallets. From here, you're going to grab your wallet to copy, and then you're going to want to click submit. This will load it into the Valhalla bot, and now you will have all your wallets to copy trade. By default, it will actually start copy trading that instantly. So what I recommend doing is pausing, just so you can configure the settings. So there's the pause button, resume. Obviously you want to pause. So the next step is to set up your size and trade ratio. Now this is really important. By default, it is set to 100%. So if they enter a position it will use 100% of your wallet, or if you have a max trade size, it will hit this. But when we do hit the edit size, this is where these ratios and kind of that labeling can help. So the max trade size and the ratios, I mean, I tend to just want to copy exactly the same ratios as that particular wallet is doing, but you can change it up to have a higher trade percent or lower depending on your risk tolerance. So it's really simple to do this. You can go in the Discord and you can type /ratio help if you want a description of what exactly it's doing. But pretty much, if I have 1 Solana, I'm copying someone with 10 Solana. It should be pretty clear. If I wanted to copy all their positions exactly, they always go in with 10 Solana. I always want to go in with 1 Solana. But I am copying with a 10% ratio. So if that person has 10, and every position they enter, normally, it doesn't really matter what size, but they enter with 1 Solana sometimes, they enter with 5 Solana sometimes. What I want to do with my 1 Solana balance is if they enter with 1 Solana, I don't want to copy with my entire 1 Solana balance. I only want to copy 10%, so I would be copying with 0.1. So in the Discord, they do have the ratio calculate to do this for you, but it's pretty simple. If they normally enter with 5 and I only want to enter positions with 1, you just get a little summary. If I wanted to copy them normally, it would be a 20%, low would be 17, and I could go high with 30 with a little summary, but it's pretty basic stuff overall. Obviously, there is caveats. Maybe they have a much larger balance and they don't utilize most of it, and you actually want to be more risky and you want to scale up and use your entire balance when they enter just 1 position. Obviously, you can up your trade ratio and also up your max trade. And this is kind of maybe a bit of a fail safe, let's say. But I could enter with my 1 Solana balance 0.2 here. And I could put the trade ratio, let's say 50%. And this basically means if they do enter with, like under 2 Solana for our example, I would be entering with under 0.2 as my max. But if they entered over, I've got this cap which basically limits the max size. Even simpler is just going into any calculator app, but let's say I'm copying someone with 50 Solana, I have 18 Solana, I just enter 18 divided by 50. What number do I get? I'm going to copy with 36% per position. And once you have a wallet and you do start copying, you will start seeing some transactions which look like mine on the screen right now. So you'll see when that position's opened, you'll see your transaction, you'll see the target's transaction, you'll see the position on Metlex, and once it's closed, it will automatically generate these P&L cards. They don't always generate all the time, or they're not always 100% accurate, but if you leave the bot for 24 hours, you'll be able to scroll through the chat just to see everything that's gone on very clearly. See your starting balance, ending balance, all of that good stuff, and these really, really nice P&L cards. But the rest of these features they're quite a lot related to rug protection, and they are very useful. LP Agent and Meta Engine do actually have some configurations right now which kind of auto filter out some of these tokens, but you get a bit more control with Valhalla Bot if that is something which you want. So starting very simply, we have the manage ignored tokens, and this is where you can add and remove tokens you just don't want to follow at all. So obviously you can add rug tokens, but of course you don't know if the token's going to rug when they copy it. So some of the tokens, you might want to do are, let's say, Jupiter, maybe the Jupe token, they enter a lot of their profits, they funnel it into a position like that, and you don't want to copy that. Maybe the Sol USD pool. These are just a few examples that kind of I've come across, or maybe they filter a lot into a particular meme coin, which you just don't want to do. You want to keep your funds available for other stuff, or maybe there is some scam tokens as well. Then next up, we have the more copy trade settings, and this is where there's a lot of features. So first of all, there's this single pool per token, and this means, and they're actually all the descriptions are listed out right here, but the bot will not open more than 1 position for the same token pair, and a lot of these are just safety, as obviously the bots could be good for a while, but they can always run into issues, and you want to avoid these as much as possible. Sol only mode. So that means that you only enter positions which are basically bid ask with just Sol, or spot position. never buys tokens. And again, another safety feature, stop those degen positions. You can again set the max open positions, set the minimum token age. So this can be really useful. You might decide you don't want to enter anything degen. So actually the token age, sorry. So you could say 24 hours. That could be a pretty standard. Avoid the meme coins. The minimum market cap, which I was talking about. So 200k, you can see you can type it all out. So 500,000, or you probably want to be a bit higher. And the Jupiter organic score. So this is something I haven't played around with too much, but this is just a metric which kind of tries to identify if the token is bundled. If it looks like it's going to be a rug or a scam, basically, you can enter a value here. And these are actually brand new as I'm recording today. And this smart token retention, it seems like a pretty cool feature. So basically, if you are copy trading, you might have experienced that when a position falls out of range below, that person will close the position, and as a bot it auto sells these tokens, and they might reopen the position after a few minutes or so, and your bot will have to rebuy these tokens, remake the position. But with this feature, it means for a short amount of time after they close the position, when you close the position, you don't sell those tokens, but it waits. It says a short amount of time. I'm not sure how long this is, but it will wait this time. If they reopen, it will deposit your tokens again. But if they do go on and sell, you will also go on and sell as well. And this is also a new one, but it looks like basically if they keep adding to a position with lots of microtransactions, you will keep doing that as well. And that's pretty much all there is to the bot. I want to keep it short and sweet. But other than this, there is the great Discord, and it is very useful, and a lot of other cool commands which you can run in here. And also there's constant updates shipped. The Soldecoder NFTs have been some of my longest holdings in crypto. I've held them years. But you can see top wallets. You see Valhalla top traded wallets. You can also see how many people are following a particular wallet. So I've got this one here. You can actually see how many followers it has. I believe you can actually run a command to see this exactly. And there's other guides as well as to what kind of settings you can input for your bot. But as to, obviously it's very accurate, but obviously the one con is it does currently have the paid subscription to get access to it. So it's most geared towards those people which are operating with a larger budget to copy trade. Maybe you're using anywhere from 10 to 100 Solana to copy trade someone. Not really if you're below this value. But other for that, actually the other options, you know, can cater for this, such as Meta Engine and LP Agent, because I actually have every copy bot running, and all of them are working flawlessly for me right now. The NFTs are also currently available for 2 Solana each to get access. But other than all these features, I recommend watching my other videos to find wallets and, you know, utilizing a lot of these tools. So it's just another option. Go in the Discord, use their wallet tools, see how many people are following a wallet, go onto LP Agent, make sure to sign up here, maybe collect a few of these wallets to see, go on chain and browse a few wallets, and then form your list of wallets if they're active. I also made a script which lets me tell me that as well, and just regularly check these wallets, put them into Soldecoder, and you can have a really efficient copy trading system.